Hi, welcome to another episode of the Anna Dive Show. And we're going to be talking about how to keep our kids safe online. Listen, it's the holiday season, correct? Is it long holiday? Kids are home for 2 months, and I am sure they're going to be watching a lot. They're going to be on the gadgets a lot. So are you sure they're actually safe online and what they're up to and if they're at risk? And how do you keep your devices secure? And today, for the show, we've got Dr. Bright Mawudor. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Oh, yes.
Every time someone's about to say my name, I have to breathe.
I saw you bracing.
The name has to be pronounced right.
Yeah, and he is the CTO as Xetova,
Yeah.
and a cybersecurity expert.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Brett and I go way back.
let's not dig back.
And I'm like, you had the Makenya of careers. We were there together in this time, and look at you today.
But it's the same thing we're doing all the time, no?
Yeah?
I think we all fall in our path.
It's
and
true.
trying to get to do what we do best.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you are in your path, you're doing your thing. You are, dealing with so many of these cybersecurity threats every single day.
Every hour.
So how many hacks happen a day in your opinion?
If I should put it in, let's say every minute as we talk, there's about $300 that is missing from a Kenyan banking system as we speak. Average.
Yo,
so
that is crazy.
So the next 1 minute we're talking, there's no another 30,000 Kenyan shillings is gone.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Banks should be very scared. Bright said that.
Banks, financial, fintech apps, a lot of loan apps and everything.
Yeah.
The hacking community, or rather cyber criminals, are getting really smart. And there's just so much that we don't know. There's a lot.
I know. It's the man created a very incredible tool, this internet and the computer systems and everything, but didn't anticipate just what a threat it would be to our lives, right?
And you see, we think it's only, like right now we're talking about kids.
Yeah.
But even we, parents or older people, are actually being affected a lot, which we don't know.
Okay.
So everybody's at risk because the internet is wider than we thought. And we're talking about the surface web. This is what we use every single day. If I was to tell you about the deep web or the dark web, that's level 2, level 3, people order assassinations in the dark web.
Hey. Okay.
I've been there once. I said I would never go again.
Oh, yeah. You can't sleep.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
You order chemicals. You can get any chemical you want. You can order anything. In the normal deep web, you don't even need a username. You don't need a password. You can actually order any drug you want.
And
guess what? It will get delivered to you one way or the other.
Wherever you are.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So these things you actually see on screen, these movies, right?
Yeah.
I can't even remember which movie it was. Oh, yeah.
Black Mirror and the likes.
And some series like Queen of the South.
Yes.
And how she's drug dealing out there.
All of the things are real.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So now our children.
They're let me not call them children. The kids that you find these days, the kind of exposure they have to technology, to knowledge, is not what we used to know back in the day. And now imagine the next generation that's going to come. It's going to be different.
Yeah.
So they have access to information. They have access to the internet. They have access to gadgets. You can't stop kids from having a phone because of certain things. Now that exposes them to a lot of things.
Exactly.
Cyberbullying being number one.
Yeah.
There's grooming as well.
Okay.
And sometimes they unintentionally find themselves in pornography. Let me give a case study. Right here in Kenya, there was a WhatsApp group of about 200 people. 200 kids.
Oh, kids.
Kids. Average age, you find the first 20% being about, say, maybe 18 to 16.
Okay.
Another huge chunk between 16 and 12.
Wow.
And it's a game they play. So the game is how you actually go make out with someone. So the different levels you have done where somebody has to be a witness and take a picture of that moment, then you get points.
Kid in Kenya?
Yes.
Okay.
And at the end of the week, or is it after every 2 weeks, you get to win something, which is like a Jameson bottle
Yo, like my mind is
or
blown
Jack
right
Daniels or
now.
alcohol. Basically, so people go hide. So when they go for all these play dates and Karura Forest or
Yeah.
whatever, they actually go hide somewhere they can do certain things.
Yes. Take videos.
Take a video, a picture, and send to the admin.
Okay.
Admin keeps it and gives you a point. So a peck has a point. A kiss on the lips has a point. Hugs has a point. A whole lot of other nasty things have points. And where are they learning this from? The internet, right? And then now we have gaming. Every kid is on a gaming platform right now. And
Oh,
I'm not-
Roblox is big right now.
Roblox is there.
Yeah.
There's There's Call of Duty. There's a
Yeah.
whole lot of other games that are
Okay.
there. Some of the things that you'll find on those games is that they're talking to other people. They're not playing alone. It's an internet gaming, right? So with internet gaming, you're talking to strangers, talking to people. There was one kid who the other day, the parent called me and said, "Oh, excuse me. My son said he wants to talk to his friend before he leaves." Which friend?
Yeah.
The mom knows all the friends.
Yeah.
But then I know my internet friend, my YouTube friend.
Eish.
So we got to check to see who is this internet or YouTube friend. This person has a fake username. And you see, the exposure there is this.
And this person is not a child. This is an adult.
No, this kid is about 11
No,
years old.
and the friend is an adult.
Yes, I believe so. The voice sounds like an
Yeah.
adult. This
Okay.
this is somebody who's older.
Yeah.
You can tell this is not another 12-year-old,
Yeah,
11-year-old. This person
exactly.
must be around 20-something-year-old. I could tell from the voice. So he does tutorials online about gaming. But the thing is this, when they have the headphones on, you can't tell exactly what they're listening to. So these adults, usually what happens is they give instructions, how to live your life, what you should do, which the kid has the headphones on. So you're not going to hear that, or as a parent, you're not going to know exactly what they're discussing. And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So kids these days are being tormented, even being how to say, virtually online molested, but they don't even know it. There are these people who, online gaming has become a very common thing right now. And there's so many kids who are actually playing games online, Roblox and Call of Duty and a whole lot of other games, right? But they're getting exposed to other kinds of other people. It's an internet game, so they're talking to quite a number of people. So just a few weeks ago, there's a parent who said that son, who is 11 years old, is talking to an internet friend. And this internet friend obviously is not, from the YouTube videos the internet friend has put, is somebody who is about 26.
Yeah, so not an age mate. So
No.
it can be a friend who...
It's not a friend, exactly.
Exactly.
But you see, on the games, you're allowed to talk to other people. You're chatting with other people. You're going to be having conversations. And so the son was like, "Oh, I want to talk to my internet friend before I go to school." So mom is like, "Let me listen to this guy." And it's like, what? You're talking to somebody who is giving you... So these people
Yeah.
give instructions to the kids.
Okay, that is so
You know.
crazy because then, they've created trust. This is what you're talking about. This is what grooming is.
Exactly.
Grooming is creating a friendship to create trust, to manipulate the child to
Yes.
do what are they called? The predator? Do you know?
I'll say predators because
Yes.
that's what they are.
Yeah, what the predator wants.
And do you know how bad it can get? Because
Yeah.
the person can tell you, go set the kitchen on fire, go put on the gas, go do this, go mix this chemical and mix it. Things you can find at home.
But how sick is that?
No, there are people who are actually that sick. It's a
Very.
mental issue for them.
Yes.
They actually enjoy doing that. They like seeing people get hurt. And trust me, it's actually natural. When I was in South Korea, I was an intern at the Cyber Bureau of Korea, and we used to track some of these things down. And there's some people who are for the adults, they use what we call sextortion.
Yeah.
And sextortion is a thing right now, even in Kenya.
Okay,
where
break it down.
They talk to you. So as a lady online, you've met on chat or using a normal public social media accounts, Facebook and the likes. You're talking to this person, then ties the person to get into a sexual act.
Okay.
When they start doing video conversations, they want to see your face, right? Because
Okay.
they also show their face.
Yes.
But you also show your face thinking distrust. They're recording, they go edit their face out. But the people they use are people who are used to this,
Okay.
who are sexual workers. So
Yeah.
to them, that's fine.
Yeah.
They do that publicly. So when they record your face, they now start telling you to pay. So there's somebody
Otherwise,
who
they're gonna
has
release
been, yeah,
it.
there's somebody who was a very prominent politician. They are clergy people who pay $2,000 a month for the past 5 years.
What?
Yep. So we had to pretend, we had to do, we had to fake a lot of things and track them down, send them files, say, oh, here's the, because they get comfortable, we send them payment details, which has a malware. So that was a fun project for me.
And then the malware will actually delete everything.
Not delete, but we get to track down exactly where they are. Then we go to shut down their operation because they're not dealing with just one person. So that is on the adult side. On the kid side, it's happening a lot through a lot of social media apps.
Okay.
So we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have
TikTok.
Snapchat. TikTok,
TikTok
is
is
one
so
that
big.
people don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Those music videos that you're doing and everything, it gets to actually show the kids some level of things to be done.
Okay.
Right? So, because they don't understand some of the music, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge that is going around, so they will love to do it. And parents, you're busy at work. You're busy living life. You're busy trying to make money. You're not going to spend time to check all of those kind of things.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gaps that we have in the internet space, but we can't stop it. I'm not talking like this to stop the internet. We need to get to
We need to find a way to actually
exactly
make our children aware. Not
Yes.
to protect them entirely from it, because there
Yeah.
are days I feel like I'm going to remove that Roblox app
You
because my
can't.
son is on it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing he looks forward to when he gets home. And
Yeah.
I've gotten parents sending me DMs and saying, hey, listen, watch the reviews, get to know what this game is about, because a lot of parents are concerned. And I think it's that thing of chatting. I think
Yeah.
that's a bigger danger.
Yes.
That your son, your daughter may be chatting with somebody they don't know.
Yeah.
That could be, a predator.
Yeah, so there are ways to be able to stop this.
Okay.
Let me talk from two sides: the social aspect of things and also the technology, right? So I'll give a few tools which
Yeah.
I think our audience should be able to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Tools that you can use to be able to actually not stop, but be able to curb some of these things. So let's talk about the social aspect of things, right? There's so many parents who are detached from their children. They're only attached when it comes to Saturdays and Sundays, and they can play with them.
Yeah.
But during the week as well, when they have this little time, they don't spend time with them. There's a parent that I know who actually does the TikTok with the daughter. It's a father, so that he gets to know
What's going on?
What's going on? Talks to their daughter like, oh, if you actually see ABCD happening, let me know. So the daughter voluntarily just brings out information, say, this person trying to chat me, this person added me, and brought me this kind of, it's trying to talk about something to do with, let's video chat on this app. You understand? Sometimes the kids don't even know
Yeah.
the kind of links that are coming. And those links are just links. The hackers or the cyber criminals, they do a mass sending, right? Saying you want to buy Bitcoin or you want to chat, press this link. And when you click on it, trust me, it takes 1 second. Your account is taken over.
Wow.
That has been happening to even adults right now.
Yeah.
Every week, I think I get 3 requests. Oh, my account has been hacked. Help me get it back.
Help me get it back, yeah.
And I'm like, well, I will show you how to get it back, but I will not do it for you. Anyway, so that's happening. So kids not having that attachment with their parents, don't let them to be able to talk, especially when it comes to cyberbullying. There's a high school in Kenya where some other kids formed an Instagram page and be able to actually cyberbully another kid. Say you can go die, you can kill yourself, we don't care, and they use fake accounts. And there's no limit of how you can actually create fake accounts.
Exactly.
So it really actually affects them, and it's not easy to track them down. So please, parents, don't think you can track these kids down or people down. It's not easy.
It's not
It's
easy.
meant not to be trouble. You can't track accounts down.
You can track a hacker down. That's why they are hackers, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's very difficult. So
Yeah.
the only way to do it, you have to spend time. You see, like what I was doing at that job
Yeah.
is spending time. So it's a whole operation.
Yeah.
We study, we create links, we create softwares, we create things to be able, but to do it naturally, nobody's going to have the time to be able
Nope.
to track down. So I avoid that whole conversation when people say, can you find out who is doing this? The solution, the softwares are not created for you to be able to find out easily. If that was so easy, then we should be able to know anybody who's behind all the pseudonames.
Exactly.
So there are basic things to be able to be done. Apart from being able to be having a conversation with your kids, there's so many tools you can use. One, every social media account has a privacy setting,
Okay.
right? Let's talk about Facebook, Instagram. I'll use those two very often.
Yeah.
Because those are the easiest
Yeah.
that we see. TikTok, Snapchat, and everything. You can actually go to the privacy settings and change certain things.
Okay.
For example, if you go on Facebook, you can say, nobody should befriend me if they're not a friend of my friend,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
that you don't get random people
Yes.
adding you and then they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You don't want a situation whereby your profile is public to everybody.
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So there are those little changes that can be there.
Yeah.
The basis of every security that happens is email, right? Parents need to be the custodian of emails for the kids. So your 7-year-old kid, you should be the person who owns
Absolutely.
that email until a certain age where they can have the freedom to do that.
Yeah.
So if you have the email, trust me, if they know the password which they're going to ask you for, there's a possibility they go log into another phone.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah. And we use that one basic email for so many
Things.
accounts. Yeah.
So create a separate email.
Okay.
This is for your child. You can, or it can be for the apps that you want to use.
Yeah.
Because every app you log into, you're going to have an email to log in.
Yeah.
Enable two-step verification. The two-step verification is basically an authentication you have that comes to you if somebody even has your password but wants to log into another device, right? And those are basic things that we need to do, but we don't do
know.
them. And even for our own personal emails,
Yeah.
we still don't do them. So
Yeah.
if you can do that, the better.
Yeah.
Try to be able to make sure that you can have two-step
The
verification
verification for
enabled
everything.
to your personal number.
Exactly.
So this is phone one.
Yes.
This is my phone.
Uh-huh.
Then my kid's phone is on their side.
Uh-huh.
If they try to log into another phone, you'll get a notification that they try to log into a different phone. So that's basics. I think that's the least any
We
parent
could do.
could do. I
Yes.
mean, it's very simple. Please just get
Just
that
take the
done.
time to do it.
Take that. Yeah, they don't take time to do that. That's one. Two, two-step verification is available for every social media. Facebook has two-step verification.
Absolutely.
Twitter has two-step
Instagram.
verification. Instagram, even WhatsApp has two-step verification, which people
Oh.
don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
I need to enable that one. That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what I've seen right now is people who hack your Facebook and use a Facebook account to get
hack
into
into
your
your
WhatsApp.
Okay.
Or your Instagram, because most of them are usually
Yeah,
linked.
they're linked.
So you have to make sure you just take time. When you have two-step verification for an email or even a social media accounts, mostly Instagram, there's something called a backup code.
Okay.
That backup code exists for a reason.
Yeah.
So you can use that backup code to log in case the two-step verification does not work.
Fails.
Because sometimes it can fail.
Yeah.
There's sometimes the hackers have changed, and then the phone number that the notification is coming to is theirs.
Oh.
They
Okay.
have codes they've written. So backup code replaces the two-step verification, and you can log in. So email, separate email, two-step verification, backup code, right? Now, after having those little things, you basically actually have a little bit of control.
Yeah.
Right? But again, your kids are on their phones and in their Wi-Fi in the house.
Tablets, yeah.
You can't keep on checking. There are tools on the phone which you can actually check to see how long they spent on certain things.
Okay, that's a great one.
Yeah, but you can't keep going to take their phone every day.
No.
Let me check how long you spent on this phone and everything. So what I tell parents to do is this. Every phone has accounts you can create. Right? And I
Okay.
think that's something we never explore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's a feature on every little
The
phone.
same way you can have different profiles on Instagram.
Yes.
You can have different profiles on your phone.
Exactly. Or even your laptop. You know, when you want to log your
Yes,
laptop.
on the laptop, yes.
User 1, user 2, or everything.
Exactly.
Create a different user profile, and they can put settings which are only pertaining to that profile.
Yeah.
So that when your kid has a phone, they can only go to that particular profile because that's a password you give them.
Like mind blown. I didn't even think our phones
I
could
mean,
do that.
they can. They are just that simple.
Yeah.
So the basics that we need to take, and we need to go back to basics. That's what I keep on saying. Before we even start looking at other apps, there's an app called one second. It's called Custodial, right?
Custodio. Okay.
The spelling for that is Qustodio.
Okay.
Qustodio. So Custodio lets you install an app on your kid's phone, not to monitor them, but you can basically set the time how they can spend on apps, what website they've gone to. You can basically put some controls without touching the phone.
Okay.
You do it once.
And that's it.
Yeah, you can be home, you can be here, and you can just basically get to find out what they're doing, what website they have gone to. You can restrict websites they've gone to.
The thing I feel with that, which is amazing, is it works great with the younger kids, but I don't know how it would work with the older kids.
They can't stop it. Yeah, they can't remove it.
I know, but I'm just thinking it goes into beyond. Now you're spying on me,
No, you see, that's when you let them know.
Oh, okay. You let them know.
Yeah.
I have this.
I can watch
what you're watching.
Exactly.
But these kids are smart, right? Do you know there are kids who are taking programming classes to outsmart their moms and dads?
It's fine, but you see, there's only so much
they can do.
You know.
Yes.
So you don't let them. It's not like you're spying on them.
Yeah.
But let them know that. And that starts from a very young age.
Okay.
Start grooming them in a proper grooming way that these are the dangers of the internet. This is what can happen. And I don't want you to be able to go to pornography websites and everything. So I will have some control over it. If you don't explain to them, they'll find that they'll become a rebel. That's why they start finding out how to do certain things.
Exactly.
I
So
mean,
how early should we start having this
but as
conversation?
early as 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I
6,
think
7.
as early as if you can leave them with a gadget and they know how to maneuver their way around.
Yes, exactly. So
And
let them know that I'm watching. Let them have screen time. So you see, even the lights that come on, apps don't just have a particular color for that reason. There's somebody whose job is to actually do science on the kind of colors they use on apps.
Wow.
Instagram colors are not just random.
Okay.
It's a color that actually attracts you to it.
Really?
Yes, Facebook colors are not.
Pink, that what?
Yep. The Facebook blue color is not the normal blue. It's a mixture of certain kind of blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
To do what?
It works with the brain, and that's how it attracts you to the phone.
I was reading somewhere that this motion, with the Instagram motion,
Yes.
and TikTok as well.
Yeah.
It works really well with the female mind. There's something that it's
a science.
It releases some endorphins,
Yeah.
so we feel great when we're swiping.
Exactly. So the way it's designed, the user experience, the scrolling and everything is done in a particular way. So you are not going to escape that, but you need to let the kids know that this is that I'm watching. So the screen time, when you want to lock, this app can do that. It's another app called Cerberus app, Cerberus
Okay.
app. I repeat, Cerberus app.
I'll add them to the show notes as well.
So when you go on that website, it has 3 categories. One, to be able to actually watch your app. So if somebody still, like I have one on my phone. If you try to put off my phone, I've not put the full settings yet. But somebody try to put on my phone, you can't.
Okay.
Okay. And if you try to do this, a thief will like to steal the phone, right?
Yeah.
They can. Or when they try to put numbers or pins, they
can't.
can't lock. But it's taking a picture of you.
Oh.
Has told my wife where you are, where I am.
No way.
And it has taken a picture of you. Let me show you right now. Will taking some time to load, but yeah. Basically takes a picture of the person stealing the phone and everything. Now there's also another version for kids. So you can put that in the kid's phone, say if they enter a geographical location and they're not supposed to, you get a notification as an SMS.
Nice.
You can shut down the phone remotely. You can basically do anything on the phone.
that feels amazing. Like control. I
Yeah,
got control.
But it's for safety.
I
So
know,
I will put it on my
totally.
daughter's phone because I want to know where she's gone to. If she says service center
Absolutely.
and she gets out of service center where I dropped her, I should get a notification. So that's basic apps. Even there's one, if somebody's in distress and they press the power button twice, everybody gets an alert that this is my location and I'm on the move and I need help. So there's simple apps and it's very cheap. It's like 1,500 shillings for the whole
Per
year.
month. It's for the whole year.
Yeah, exactly. They're
No way.
very cheap.
That's a minimal cost for the amazing
Features that you
features
can get.
that you get.
Yeah,
And just the
so-
parent feeling like, I've got some sense of control.
True.
Because that's the fear with all these gadgets and the
Yeah.
internet.
Sometimes you
and
feel like you want to watch every time, but I
Yeah.
think once the kids know
Yeah.
and they have their trust,
Yeah.
you don't have to keep on watching. You know, you basically can actually just put settings. Like custodial has that feature. So if it's from this time to this time, shut down everything. Don't let them continue watching
Yeah.
or doing anything.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you don't take the phone away from them.
Yeah.
And they'll get to the age you don't want to stop them, but have the control over them. So
And
these are the
having the
basics.
conversation.
Have the conversation is really important.
So what should we be telling them? You know, you're sitting with your 10-year-old, your 11-year-old.
Yeah.
What are some of the basic things and the most important things that we should be telling them when it comes to them either online gaming or being on social media? Which I think personally, I don't know what you
Yeah.
feel, but I personally think they shouldn't have a social media profile until they're 13.
That's what I also say. And I'm not a social,
Yeah.
how do you call it, expert
Yeah.
or a psychologist or anything, but other people that I've talked to on such conversations
Yeah.
said, yes, let them have a social media profile when they're above 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Before that, you don't want to engage them. But you see, there's some parents who are really much on social media and they also have the kids on social media. So you can't stop the kids also being on social media. You've already exposed them.
Yeah.
So
we feel
everybody's
guilty.
Everybody's different.
Yes.
So it's more about the communication that you have with them. If you have a lot of communication as to say, I know this is what social media is all about. I know you're going to get A, B, C, D. So these are the ways to be able to stop them. Typical example of on Instagram. Do you know you can actually put specific words that nobody can comment
Oh.
on your post?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can say if they're hate words, first you can put those filters. Everything is in the privacy settings.
I need
So
to
one,
go there. Yeah.
you can say you want to limit more people not to see your profile because
Okay.
you're not friends.
Yeah.
There's that option.
Uh-huh.
You can say you want to. It's all that's in the settings as well. And even though you're private, you still want people not to see you
Yes.
elsewhere.
Yes.
So you only accept people who can accept, who can You can actually put keywords. So Instagram does not know the name Wanjiku, Wanjiru, or the local names, right?
Yeah.
But if your name is that and they mention your name in a comment somewhere
Yes.
on another profile,
Uh-huh.
it should not alert you. You don't want to see it.
way.
You can stop that from happening.
That is fantastic because sometimes I've grown a thick screen and I'm sure
Yeah.
you've grown a thick skin, but sometimes the trolls can get to you.
They can get to you.
Yeah.
And that happens to even we, the normal users,
Yeah.
where people are cyberbullying you, mention your name everywhere.
And you're an adult. Can you imagine what it does
That's-
to a child?
Child, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually prevent certain keywords. If the topic about you is about, I don't know, kids get to be trolled by height, you know?
Oh.
So Anna's height is such, you can say you don't want to see anything to do with the word height.
that.
Anything to do with the word. So they can keywords that you can actually put. So I just
Yeah.
want to encourage parents to spend time on these social media platforms. Put those basic settings. Put those basic details that can make sure that they have some sort of control.
Exactly.
And you can get basic alerts of what is happening. You don't have to be an expert.
Although we feel like we should have a course with you.
Well, we can. I mean, I would love to just walk parents through.
Yeah, and parents can
that.
come with their laptops and their phones, and we
Do a
can
step
sit
by
with
step.
Bright,
Yeah.
and he will take us through step by step. I mean, these are simple things, we can do within an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we know, okay, so these
Yeah.
kids will not be tinkering with something they shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's basically it. I mean, it's simple basics that we need to get into, and communication. That's me, I think.
Yes, let's talk about communication. So what are we telling these children? Because ourselves, we're still wrapping our minds around these dangers.
And it's going to change. There's a lot of changes that are coming to these platforms, and we're not going to catch up easily.
Yeah.
So just communication to the kids, constant communication. What are you doing? What's the new latest thing on TikTok this week? Tell me. Let the kids talk to you.
Okay.
Or now it's a dance which has to do with ABCD. It's a challenge to be able to do, because those challenges, they can get viral.
Yeah.
And there's no much control TikTok or the other kind of things will have. So it's good. It's good when you actually have communication. Say, I want to know what's happening at school. What is a new topic? Because some of the kids will not be open enough to be able to talk about it because they're embarrassed and everything. That's a kid who actually was tormented about that before. She was being bullied, but she couldn't tell the parents because she feels that would be embarrassing to tell the parents about it. So it's good to be able to let them know that it's okay to talk.
Yeah.
It's okay to be able to actually come out vulnerable. It's okay to actually just communicate.
And remove any judgment face,
Exactly.
parents, any judgment face. Just listen.
Just listen.
Yeah.
And I think also schools need to be able to have such division that is especially there to be able to actually accept these kids when they have such problems, to be open.
Yeah.
Because a lot of counseling I've seen is too traditional. I'm not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of traditional counseling. If you've been hit, then you can come talk to me.
Yeah.
But not the cyberbullying. We need a lot of more of these courses, a lot of more of this conversation in the schools with the teachers, with the parents, and the kids. I did one at Pepone School some time back. And they're younger people, right? They're about, average between 16 to 20. And I showed them exactly what can happen on the internet. They're like, wow.
Mind's blown.
Like, we didn't know clicking on a link can do this.
Yeah.
If you open this file, it can do this.
Yeah.
And I showed them how easily, and I think if we do have a course to do, I can show people.
We will.
When you open one document, I can have access to your computer, your laptop, the mic, the background. I can actually activate the camera. Anything you say, I can actually record that automatically.
So the spying doesn't just happen out of nowhere.
No.
Spying happened because you opened a file.
You open a file, you click on a link, and it's getting easier to create these days. So sometimes you almost don't have control.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one last thing that we need to remember, cyberbullying being a very key thing, which I'm very, very, very particular about. The Communications Authority of Kenya has a website. I can't remember the name, but you have to look for it. If you Google Communications Authority Kenya cyberbullying, they actually have a page where you can report cyberbullying for kids anonymously.
Nice. We didn't know that.
Yeah,
that exists.
It exists now.
Okay.
It was launched, I think, sometime late last year, where you can anonymously just report that you're being cyberbullied or all of this kind of thing for kids. Yeah.
And what will they do? Because this is for children only.
For children.
Okay.
Yeah. So parents can do that.
Okay.
So you can volunteer your number.
Yeah.
You can actually anonymously just say.
And will they follow up with a bully?
That's what I believe.
We hope.
I believe because they do have the tools and expertise to be able to follow up such things. So I just encourage them to have more of those kind of awareness and activations that can happen to make sure parents get to know that these tools exist.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of people don't know about that.
I think people do. And it's just the time because, hey, here's the truth.
Yeah.
As parents, we love it when gadgets can do part of the parenting for us. I mean, let's be honest.
That's true.
We are busy. We have life happening, and I think the parents of this day have way more challenges than the parents of our day.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we're really running around. We're on the grind. There's a whole lot of pressure and a lot of things that are asking for our time and our attention. And sometimes it's just easy, like just watch a little bit as I focus on this. And so we can't get away from that.
Yeah.
But we have to at least put the time initially.
Yes.
Maybe like a 30 minutes or 1 hour to put these settings in control and keep reviewing them because I imagine they're different for every age group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's true.
Yeah, because I mean, I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. They're always on YouTube Kids. should we be putting some certain controls on YouTube Kids? Because I don't know how well monitored those videos are on YouTube
Yeah.
Kids. Are they? Is it because if we've
I know
had
what
stories.
YouTube Kid is filtered. Hey, but sometimes I've been told some of those videos are not
Yeah.
really filtered. They show certain things. So
Listen, the only filter is, as a content creator, is I put up a video, it
Yeah.
asks me, have you created this for kids or for adults? I say, for kids. That's it.
Okay. Now that's another level we have to discuss there.
Exactly. And we have to, I think another smart thing I would consider doing is downloading, because this is, again, this is the younger ones.
Yeah.
They can watch them offline. So if they are
But
into,
it's so hard.
it's so hard.
My daughter is 2 years old.
Yes.
When she takes her tab, she knows what to press. She's 2. She knows YouTube Kids. Then I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? She's 2 year. She's a
I have
2-year-old.
a 2-year-old as well.
You just press we know this is this
And
video.
they love the swiping. See, I told you.
And they learn from that.
That movement of swiping has got something. They
Yeah.
love it. She doesn't want me to cast it
Yep.
on the
On the TV it doesn't
Yes.
work. They want to be able to
they want to be
control.
on the tab. Oh
So
my
I mean,
gosh.
it's just a bit of content. Sometimes there's some pretty good tools apart from custodial and the likes. And I'm trying to see how possible this would be, where you can have your internet router you have at home can filter out certain things, because they do intelligence to know what content is legit and not,
Yeah.
and be able to now filter them out to make sure that kids don't get access to such things. So,
Yeah.
but the thing is, and let's be factual here, we can't stop this 100%. We can only curb them. So we have to just basically keep on making sure that we can see,
Yeah.
but let the technology take a bit of that control for us, that we can
Yes.
actually relax.
Yeah.
But again, we need to make sure that we ourselves are a little bit involved at once in a while. We can only be too busy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Agreed.
we can only be too busy, and next thing you know, it's too late. You know, like that whole WhatsApp group being created and everything. That thing, it's really messed up my mind for so long.
Oh my gosh. I can only
Because that
imagine.
investigation was the weirdest I've ever done. You know, trying to find out analysis of who have posted, because there's some tools we can actually use to find out a WhatsApp group who posted the most, who was so engaging. Then you filter out those phone numbers and be able to actually now track those people down. We gave to the cops and they did that.
Was it adults who were
Yeah,
controlling?
18-year-olds.
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah,
adults.
that's adults.
Yeah, those are adults.
So 18, 19. So
Yeah.
they set up the group. You can check when they joined and all of those kind of stuff. So that really got to me. So yeah, there's only so much we can do
Agreed.
but we getting to be have a little bit of control with technology is going to help a lot.
That's been amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I feel so enlightened, and I hope you are as well. And, I'm going to post the links to some of these apps you've suggested.
Yeah.
But like we've agreed, we're going to
Yes.
do an
We need to do a
event.
workshop.
We need to
just
do a workshop. Exactly.
Where we are not in a hurry, because most of this is a
Yes.
lot of information to take in.
Yeah.
And I know some parents want to go start clicking things, it won't work.
Yes.
So if you can have a workshop,
Yes.
come with your laptop, come with your
Phone. Your kid's
got
phone.
your Let's install it.
Yes.
See how you can control.
Yeah.
Put some few settings here
Yeah,
and there.
yeah.
And I'll bring a bunch of people who can help with that as well.
nice.
I mean, that would just be great for us to be able to do.
We're going to schedule that
Sure.
while it's still the holiday season,
Yeah.
because I know parents are like, oh my gosh, this gadget thing.
Yes.
But thank you so much for watching, you guys. Like you've heard, you need to be invested. Take the time, learn what are they into, why do they like those games, how do they feel when they watch some videos, and again, it starts with you. Also work on yourself. Sometimes it really takes working on yourself, understanding yourself, and healing your inner child so that you can be able to relate better with your children. So this has been an amazing session, and I hope that you will continue subscribing. Share this video with a parent, please. Let them not be in the dark. Please share with them. Let them know. And keep watching here every Friday. Thank you so much. Bye.